This one is Rachel's cucumber, me giant cabbage, and that's just the cauliflower. So can you hear that rain? It's bouncing. Hi everyone, just a quickish video. I got thinking, I've been tidying the greenhouse today because I've got myself some space, and I noticed some different feeds that I had, and it got us thinking to a question what Rach asked us the other night. What feeds do I use? So I use CalMag amino that enhances your photosynthesis. I like that. Yeah. I use Vitax liquid seaweed. That's good. Lots of people use it. Lots of other people prefer liquid Gromo 777. This just Blight Guard from JBA, Jameson Brothers Scotland. I use that for my tomatoes. Don't use it on my potatoes, but I use it on my tomatoes. So, and I like that. It's a fish mix. So I do like to use that as well. I like this Groland liquid seaweed. It's a foliar spray. That does really good. And I also at times like to use the Vitax yellow sulphur. Yeah. So them are some of the feeds I use, as well as the comfrey tea and the nettle soup that you know about. I've got up here tubs, potato feed, bone meal, that's just grass seed so it doesn't come into it. Superphosphate, that's just perlite. Fish blood and bone, dried blood. Then I've got tomato feed, high potash feed, fully balanced feed, and whatever these other three are, because the Chempack, some people pronounce it Chempack, I say Chempack. High nitrogen feed 2. High nitrogen feed 2. A lot of people say that they're struggling to get that. I didn't have a problem getting it. And I've also got Chempack 8, which is a low nitrogen feed. So bear with, I'm just going to put these back up here because they've got things rest on top of them. So, I also use Tomerite. I also use me secret mix. Basically it's a blend, comfrey tea, nettle soup and organic seaweed. And I think, if I remember correctly, because there's 4 bottles of it there, I think I've done it 20% nettle, 40% nettle, 40% comfrey and 20% liquid seaweed. Now I do dilute that stuff. I don't use it neat. So I just put these back and then I'll come back to you. I'm going to take the camera off the stand and hold it just so I can show you around now. So please bear with. Right, so looking fairly tidy-ish. I still need to move the propagators, put them in that corner, get the farmyard manure out, and the topsoil, the John Innes number 2, I'll just put away. So that's allotment of the dead Thunder Mountain. That one there, allotment of the dead Thunder Mountain. If anybody's noticed those caps on the bottles, Timu, same as Pete Trenouth made this famous, the Timu watering can. But there's another allotment of the dead, Joe's Long. Whilst I've got the camera in this area, I'll show you. Potato feed, bone meal, that's just grass seed, superphosphate, perlite, fish, blood and bone with nitro chalk, and that one there, dried blood. Then you can see the chem packs up there, as well as mycorrhizal fungi and rooting powder. Right, so this is for anybody interested, also for Rachel. I should have took these off the shelf, shouldn't I? Hold on. That's me yellow courgette, Rach. Well, one of them. This one is just an ordinary green courgette. That's another yellow courgette. It's the same size as that one there. That green courgette is the same size as the one I've just shown you. That's me crystal apple cucumber. This was sown on the 8th of the 4th, so the 8th of April. And then I've got crystal lemon cucumber. That was sown the same day as the apple. I've also got sweet crimson watermelons, and then I've got lion prize taker leeks still up on the shelf. That's my Zabronge pepper. That's a allotment of the dead Joe's Long. That's allotment of the dead Eclipse. This one here at the front, allotment of the dead Eclipse. So I'll move this one just so you can see the other two behind. That's an allotment of the dead Joe's Long. And this one behind, allotment of the dead Thunder Mountain. Now they have had a bit of sunburn, but they'll be okay. And then there's me sweet corn. They're actually, well, the first tray are ready to go out, and I dare say I can put them out with them. If I put them in sets of 5, I'll put the smaller ones in the centre of the 4s. There's me giant cabbage. I have been looking after this one after I totally neglected the 2 previous sowings. Looked after that. These are the cucumbers I've got with Rach. That's cucumber 1, cucumber 2, and I've got some collies that I need to go out, but I haven't got any space in the collie bed. So we'll go and we'll have a look why I use the blight guard. If you watch this channel, you've probably seen this about 2.5 weeks ago when I put the tomatoes in. Well, let's start at the bottom. Sweet Millions, Gardener's Delight, Shirley, Moneymaker in the corner, Moneymaker there, Sun Gold Cherry, Alicante, so quite good. Then the hanging baskets with the tumbling tomatoes. As well as those, I've got Gigantomore, I've got some Wild Boar Purple, which I got sent off Ali from My Rusty Garden. Cheers once again, Ali. That marks Dirty Curty. So only one I've got left out of the seeds that Mark sent us. I've got 2 Sergeant Peppers at the back here. Sergeant Pepper pinks. I got those also sent off Ali. The sprouts in tubs, people were saying that weren't sure if they would grow. That's one tub. There's the other tub. And there's the third tub. So, yes, they will grow. This is the second time I've done it. I've done it 2 years ago in 30-litre pots. And I only put 2 sprout plants into each pot then. They grew just as well as the ones I had outside. So, these being a 50-litre pot, I decided I'll put 3 in to try it. So, like I say, once I put the sprouts outside, I'm leaving these in here to harden off because I've just potted them on yesterday. I've got the louvers open, so it's still getting cold air in, so it'll harden these off. And then I'll put them down in the polytunnel. And the sprouts will go outside, which will give us a bit more space. But at the moment, there is airflow, but I still spray with a blight guard. Take no chances, basically. And I think that's it, as it's really pouring down with rain outside. So starting to get a bit tidyish anyway. I haven't even got the fire on. It's, what's the temperature on the greenhouse there? 20.2 is the hottest it's been this morning, because I cleared this around 11 AM. So 20.2 was the hottest. It's now 19.9, which obviously 19.8 is the lowest it's been. Don't know what it'll be through the night, but as I say, I haven't had the fire on, but I have forgot my drinking chocolate. I have had a cup of drinking chocolate. Ian's in next door, so I made him a cup of Bovril. Move me tatties up here. Along there. So This will be where the giant cabbage is going. I'll also put the tubs of sprouts in there as well. Leeks from the other day. Katie me Katie. Alicante Condor potatoes, which they'll all be going outside shortly. So, oh, ow, 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 ow. How's me pumpkin coming on? Hey, it's looking awesome. And here's the rain coming on again. Well, I'm sorry about before, my battery died. So, using the old car battery I've got, I've managed to get 4% on my battery. While it was putting a bit of charge in, I had a bit tidy around a bit more. So, I'll start here first. Got all the chilies here, all the allotment of the dead. Looks quite tidy, doesn't it? That's because I took the shelf down that was there. Everything that was on the shelf is now there. There's a sweet corn that'll go out tomorrow, hopefully. And there's the watermelons. So I'll just move these slightly, just here, bit of space. This one is Rachel's cucumber. Me giant cabbage, and that's just the cauliflower. So, can you hear that rain? It's bouncing. But when you look, it's quite tidy again now. Or should I say, quite tidy for now. But you can actually see the feeds, etc. Pots, pots, any amount of pots. If you have a look along there, there, bigger pots there, and then you come under here, modules, etc. And then more pots, and these are all double rows. There's the same amount of pots behind those as what's there. And then I've also got a load of pots that need washed out. And there's another one need washed out. Oh, it doesn't. It's nice and clean. I must have washed that the other day and left it there to dry. So, everything on the plot itself is looking good. Hopefully it's dry tomorrow. I can get the sweet corn out. I've got the courgettes, etc. They're next to the window, which I leave open all night anyway. That will harden them off, and in the next couple of days they can go out. I've got 2 beds ready right next to the pumpkin. I'll put the 2 yellows in one, the 2 green ones, they'll be a little while yet, probably another, maybe a fortnight, then they'll be out. As I say, then the sweet corn, then I'll get my cucumbers rigged up. Sometimes I have them here on the bottom, sometimes I have my tomatoes, but sometimes I have cucumbers there. I used to have a cucumber in the middle in the tomato room, but at the moment I've got tomatoes there. I also had cucumbers down in the bottom of the polytunnel, but Rome wasn't built in a day. I tell you what, Duncan's second plot's looking alright, isn't it? He's done a lot of work already, and it looks different to the day he introduced me to the plot. So I'm looking forward to following Duncan on his adventure with this one. That'll be really good, as well as everything he's got going on at home, in his home garden, in his polytunnels. He's a very busy lad. I need to catch up with Mark, Gang Peanut. He's done a video yesterday, I think, or the day before. I need to catch up with that. Need to catch up with Pete. Need to catch up with Elaine's. So I'm going to end this video here. Well, the rain eased off just enough for me to get along to the car, and I'm on my way home now. Going to eat the brain, have me tea. I was just thinking while I was driving along, that's why I've just turned the phone camera back on. I was just thinking, I'm actually missing Ali from the Right Pair plot, Ali and Trisha. And Ash on a bit of a break at the moment. It just feels weird not seeing videos from her or not seeing comments from her. So it just sort of got us thinking, because I really do like Ali and Trisha, more so Ali because she's basically the face of that channel, but I do like Trisha as well. But as I say, I just got thinking that I hadn't seen a video, hadn't seen her commenting. However, missus, I've just flashed you through, and I had commented when she put the post out saying that she wouldn't be making any videos for a while. She was having a break from YouTube. I commented on that, but it's weird. You comment on something that someone's put on, but then you still sort of miss what they would put on or things like that. So that's why I just wanted to add this little bit in, just in case possibly either Ali or Trisha are watching this. I just wanted them to know I am thinking of them. Me and Ali did swap sort of messages a while ago, and we sort of got things in common, if you get what I mean. I didn't want to go in and out like that, but I just want them to know I am thinking about them. How wear you silly get. Bad language, Look, I've got an idiot walking behind us with a pedal bike. You can see I'm reversing. And then I've got this stupid get driving a Mercedes Jeep. He's on my side of the road, but I've got reverse to give way to him. Horse. Anyhow, I just wanted to add that bit in about Ali and Trisha, and wish everyone that's taken part in Steve's Single Seed Potato Challenge 25 the very best of luck. Anyone that's doing the heaviest carrot growing challenge, wish them the best of luck. Anyone that's doing Mark's tomato tasting grow along, wish them the best of luck. And those that are doing Elaine at the allotment of joy, anyone that's doing her giant Atlantic pumpkin, all the very best to everyone. So this is the end of the video, definitely. So thank you once again for putting up with my rubbish. Apologies for the little bits of bad language. I'm not going to edit them out. What you see with me is what you get. So cheers, catch us all later. Bye for now.